What's up, guys? Welcome back on the Team Solemn Circus live video. Today on the left side here we have Labrynth. On the right side we have Generaider Runick. A deck that's picking up a lot of steam. I know that Lopez or whatever it's called, Lopters or I don't even know, has been creeping up in price. This deck was one of the selected for like a very good budget deck, and then all of a sudden, people started picking it up. It only has one printing out of Eternity Code, and all of a sudden this card's expensive, and people are picking this deck up like it is hot. The deck is very cool. It does have a lot of stuff that it can do. Generator cards are absolutely amazing, and the synergy with the Runick cards, being able to summon out a Sleepy or a whatever, Slapney or whatever it's called, being a level 9 is absolutely insane. And then Labrynth, the deck of the trap deck of the format, only getting better and better with next set and Maze of Millennia, getting us the transition rollback, whatever it's called, being able to copy those effects, getting essentially 2 big welcome Labrynths a turn is absolutely incredible. So both decks being very looked at a lot lately, so being a very hot matchup, but going to be seeing a die roll here with the Labrynth player, I believe, going to be going first here, having the potential to set up those very powerful traps. But, we do have the effect of the Runics being able to destroy spells and traps or monster effects, when they draw it during essentially like a draw phase, which is pretty powerful here. But we're going to be seeing the Labrynth going to be starting off with the Extravagant, being able to draw 2 additional cards here, having essentially just free cards, a +1 of sorts. And then we're going to be seeing a normal summon of the Ariana. Ariana will build Fate's effects, and that's going to let us search for a copy of Big Welcome, it looks like. We could search for either a Kuklok or a Storby as well if we are playing the Furnitures. But going for a Lab, that's an interesting choice. I don't really feel that Lab is very good. I mean, I personally cut it myself. We're going to see the Storby going to be discarding itself, as well as the Lovely in the hand. It always feels like you always open this card, which can be able to set a Big Welcome here. So having that Big Welcome access, and we also have the Lady in the hand as well to be able to special summon herself out. And then we have an Imperm and a Call by the Grave as well. And I don't know if, Call by the Grave is probably good against like some of the Runic stuff, especially when you want to tag out and summon from the graveyard, which is pretty good. But we're going to be seeing them summon out the Lady and then set 2 cards and pass here. You do see a Flash and Fire as well as a Slumber. They're going to see them attempt to go Big Welcome here. They're going to chain a Destruction, targeting the late, or they can't target Lady because okay. It's targeting the Lab because it is it can't target sets, so they might as well destroy it. And then also get that additional pop effect. And they're going to be banishing the top 4. They're going to summon out the Lovely, and they're going to be bouncing back the Lady to the hand. And then we're going to activate the effect of Ariana as well as Lovely to be able to bounce and rip, or not bounce, but essentially draw and set, and then or rip a card here, which are going to be seeing them ripping a Flashing Fire, and then we get the draw here, and especially summon out the Lovely again, or Lady here again, I should say. Then we're going to activate a Slumber here, which will let us special summon out the copy of Hugin. Hugin's going to activate its effects, discarding the copy of the Harkia, and then we're going to be seeing them hit it with an Imperm. They're going to chain to tag out. They're going to chain the Call by the Grave, banishing it. So, it will still resolve, though. We are going to be getting our copy here of Fountain, and we are stopping it so that Lady cannot be chaining and setting those additional traps. We're going to see them activate a Fountain here. Do we have the additional Runic card? But they're just going to scoop it up there, or else they do not have enough. Yeah, I mean, they went through 4 Runic cards, and then they had like a Talent in the hand, which I don't think they're going to be able to do anything with. Anyway, it's kind of unfortunate there. We did see like the power of Runic. Unfortunately, they just had like so much. Like we had the Imperm and the Call by the Grave. If we didn't have the Call by the Grave, I think that they would have been able to like summon and then summon at level 9, and then they'll be able to search. But what does it essentially do, like, for us? Which is kind of hard, but still being very good. Labrynth is a very hard matchup this format. A lot of people are playing it. It is a very good deck. And we had to unfortunately hit like the Lab because we wanted to be able to pop, because we can't pop a spell and trap while it's set face down. And there's absolutely no point of popping the big welcome Labrynth, because if we don't chain it and pop, like, let's say the Lab, they'll be able to have like so much continuation, as well as the lady would be able to activate her effect, because she can respond directly to a trap if you do not have any way to entrap the trap yourself, to then set another trap in the deck, which is just insane. But moving on into game 2 here, we're going to be seeing Labrynth going to be choosing, or I guess we're going to say the Generaider deck choosing to go first here, and we'll be seeing any of the furniture is making the Labrynth deck going to be able to play during that turn 0 here. But starting off with a tip, searching for the freezing curses here, and then we're going to be banishing a Coup Clock, a very important card in the Labrynth strategy there. Activating the Fountain, and then activating the freezing curses to summon here. Then we're going for a level 9 guy, Sleepy or whatever his name is. And then we get to put 2 back and draw 2 cards here. We're going to be seeing a Talents and then a copy of Vala. We're going to see them activate the boss stage there. And then we're going to activate the Vala, discarding the copy of Hela, summon herself out. And then she can actually summon back the Hela if she wanted to, I believe. This might be forcing out the Imperm in the hands of the... Or no, they're not going to. So they're going to summon itself out here. That may be 2 welcomes, actually. And then we're going to XYZ into a copy here of the big snake one. Going to detach. And then take a second to read this card. A lot of people do not know what the Generator cards do. I have to tend to find myself reading them once over again and again. Then we're going to see them go with an Imperm there. And we do have a Chandelier as well here, which is going to be able to activate the effects there, which is going to be tributing off. And summoning back out a level 9. Then we can go for a copy of the this card's absolutely crazy. The Leviathan. Then we can activate the effect. They both draw a card and discard. Then because they have control Generator boss stage, they'll be able to summon out one from the deck as well. So we're going to activate the effect there. Oh, we're just going to set one and pass. And then because we draw, we get to special summon one out. And then because we special summon one out, we get to put some tokens. But they're going to hit it with a Ash Blossom here. And they're like, oh, when I draw a card, you get to do all this. So we're going to see an Extravagance going to be activated in the main phase. We do have the effect of, we do see that they have, I think, an Ariana as well as a trap card. So it shouldn't mean that we chose not to do it. We're going to be chaining a copy here of Metaverse. And then it's going to be putting the boss stage on the field. Because they draw 2 cards, they will be then able to special summon out here. And we're going to be seeing them summon out the Hars, and then they're being able to activate the effect there to summon out multiple cards. And they're going to be chaining the effect here of the Chandelier, discarding itself and Arias, which we did have a trap that we could have activated the last turn there. I guess they would have had to bounce back whatever they summoned, because I believe they had Big Welcome. We're going to see them set a Lab, which is very interesting there, and it can do that. And of course, Arias will be able to summon herself out if any Labrynth card is interrupted. And Hars is essentially a negate as well, which is important. They're going to activate the Lab here. And they want, again, ask what the Leviathan does. It's going to go very hard during the next turn here. We do have Arias as well we can activate, which can discard herself as well as... Or I guess, yeah, it can discard herself to set the welcome in the hand, and then they can activate the welcome. But they only have one card left, and they do have a negate there. So that one card has to be very good here. They're going to activate the welcome, and they're essentially forced to negate this, which then Arias can be able to trigger to summon herself out. But they only have an Ice Dragon's Prison there left, which is not going to be enough, unfortunately, for them. So they're going to be conceding the game, going on into Game 3. Yeah, it's kind of hard because I feel like they could have activated it, sent itself, and the Welcome Labyrinth I thought they had, or it could have been the Ice Dragon Prison as well. But there might have been potentially the Ice Dragon's Prison didn't have any targets that could activate there, because a lot of the generators are different types and attributes. Yeah, they're all different types and attributes. So kind of the point of the deck, all the different generator, essentially the huge kaijus of the, or I guess bosses, if you want to. That's kind of the point of boss stages, but we're going to be shuffling it back in. I think the Generator and the Runick lore is very cool. It reminds me so much of Elden Rings, or like any of the Elder Scroll games. Skyrim. Essentially, that game was like a lot of my childhood. So it's nice to see like some kind of cool stuff there with some of that, which I probably got a little bit of interest from there. But we're going to be diving on to Game 3 here with both people playing one under their belt with the Labrynth deck. And going to be able to choose who's going to go first or second here. We do see a hand of all monsters here. We're going to be seeing a normal summon of Ariana, activating the effect here, which will be able to let us search. So we will have a lot of stuff we can do. Searching for the Lab once again. Interesting that we're going for this every game, it looks like. I can really cut this from my list because it doesn't do anything for me. I find that, that additional pop doesn't always occur. So it's very interesting that we're choosing to search that over like a Welcome Labyrinth or something like that. We're going to activate the Welcome Labyrinth. We're going to activate the effect of the Chandelier, discarding itself, and a second copy of Ariana to be able to essentially set maybe a big welcome from the deck now. It could potentially be an opportunity here, which we are going to be seeing. We have two cards in the hand as well. If we have a Coup Clock, we do have a Lady, so we can special summon out the Lady here in defense position. And then just passing turn on this will give them additional, layer of interaction. But they do have the Runick card, which is very important to be able to interrupt essentially the Lady here, which we are going to be seeing them go activate the big welcome here, and we have to essentially chain a copy of Flashing Fire that we have, because if we don't, the Lady will be able to summon. So we're going to be chaining the effect of Flashing Fire there, targeting the Lady, because we do not control any more set cards here. Then we banish the top two, and then the effect of Big Welcome will resolve now, summoning out the copy of Lovely, bouncing back the Ariana here. And then Lovely will be able to rip a card from the hand. What you're going to be seeing is the Castle, which we might not need here. We have Freezing Curses, and we have Destruction as well. So we're going to activate the summon here, summoning out the copy of Huggins. Huggins will activate the effect, discarding the second copy, or that's discarding the Destruction actually. And that's going to search us for the copy of Fountain. Oh, we have two Destructions there. Then we're targeting Destruction to destroy. Banish the top 4. And then we'll shuffle back 3 and put them back, or put them in draw here. And I think they're just scooping at this. They're like, I only have 2 Arianas, I'm dead. They're going to activate the boss stage here. And then they're like, can you do anything there? Yeah, I can summon out the Herald. Herald can essentially send here the Vala, and then that can summon herself out from the graveyard if she wants to, which can be activating the effect, summoning herself out, and then she can summon out the Lopez here. And then Lopez can tag himself out if he wants to into a copy of potentially Mardell. And the thing is, like, if we go for the monster here, that is like the Leviathan. If we go for that, then they're gonna get a draw, and then they're essentially gonna be able to search for or I guess they're gonna give them an Arias because they're gonna draw a card, and then they're gonna be they can steal the Big Welcome as well as the Lovely here. They're gonna go for the big Snake Eye, Jamungle or whatever his name is. They both draw a card, and then they have to put one. But they're obviously going to get in the Arias because they have two of them. And then we're going to be seeing the boss stage going to be summoning from the deck because we know we did both draw a card at this point here. So summoning out the Har, which is going to be very nice. Then we activate the Triarcha, destroying the Diviner, and then that's going to be able to summon out a DD Sprite here. And then we can actually go into a Barone, which is very nice. Having an Omni Negate as well as the boss stage negate here is very cool. And then we're simply going to pass turn on this. They're going to draw for turn. They get to special summon out here, which they can special summon out the copy of the Vala for follow-up, and then get 2 tokens onto the field here. But Vala will be able to summon out the copy of the castle first, and we just summon out 1 token, which is fine. They're going to activate the Imperm, targeting the Barone. I feel like you just let that go. Or Har is going to actually just negate by tributing off the Vala and the token. Then they get a normal summon out the Ariana, activate the effect, negate the effect with the Barone here. With only 1 card set, they're going to pass turn. They're going to activate the effect of the castle, destroying the Big Welcome here. And that's just going to be game for Generaider Runick here, taking it into game 3 versus Labrynth. You know, essentially just annihilating that board with those Runick cards, and then just eating up that whole field with those powerful Generator cards, not even touching a battle phase. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and want to see some more content like this. Don't forget to stay safe. Peace.